Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time, we went through the Undead Settlement and found a giant tree with a curse inside of it, and we sapped the curse's power. This time, I am in the graveyard just outside Firelink Shrine because there's a number of items that we should have collected a long time ago, frankly, but I didn't. And the reason why is not only to keep the pacing of the video strong and keep us moving forward, but mainly because of this dog, or... yeah, that dog over there, you see that? Who are you? I've never seen this before. I did notice Crestfallen guy in the shrine was gone. Is this him?
The poor wretched souls. Be they lord or legend, the curse shows no mercy. What a sham.
Interesting. Whose grave is that? It's got like a big sword on it. I have never seen this before, as I have just said, but I will reiterate that I have never seen this before. Around this corner, beyond what is usually a dog, is an ember. The reason why I didn't come here and get that is because, no joke, on my second playthrough, that dog almost killed me. Because it's a dog and I'm bad at dogs. So I didn't want to risk, like, dying and losing my ember form and having that embarrassing moment happen. So that's very interesting. I'm glad I saw that, because I've never seen that before. The other thing I want to do, aside from come up here to this route, killing you two, is fight that guy, eventually. As I'm pretty sure we should be strong enough for him now. Although, I think he is balanced around the player as they start the game. There's also an ember up there. That's actually much easier to get. I could have gotten that. I know it's very silly of me. Not too much out here, just a few stray items hidden around some corners. Got another homeward bone. Is that tree? Okay, good. There's an opening there. If that tree was poking through a wall, I don't know what my reaction would have been. It wouldn't have been of much surprise, since there are a few environmental errors here and there. Misalignments, whatever you would call them. Alright, this guy. He's the sword master, and he's wielding a katana, and he has the ability to use its unsheath skill. I think he's gonna, yeah, if he dual hands it, this. He'll like hold it back behind him and then unleash a more powerful attack once it's done. I don't think he has the ability to heal. Yeah, this. If he decides to actually do it. Oh, he's guarding with it right now. Very often for people, this guy ends up falling. Fuck. Okay. This guy ends up falling off the cliff. We'll see if that happens to me. Ooh, okay, Estes. It has been a little while since I played, since last recording session. Well, that was close. Okay. So I might be a bit rusty, and it looks like I am. Also, my club just isn't as high a range. Why don't I try using the sword instead? Do the attack? Oh, man. That's a really particular timing. I think I can heal, though. Freaking... oh, my God. I swear that these NPC fights, like, they don't have stamina or anything. They don't abide by the same rules you do. Although they probably do. Jesus! He also inflicts bleed, as katanas, like he wields, tends to do. Ooh, yes! Okay. That wasn't bad. He drops the Uchi Katana, Master's Attire, and Master's Gloves. The Uchi Katana is interesting as it has a low durability. I'm kind of interested in using it to see... I can't. It's 16 dexterity. Well, that's fine. The finely sharpened blade cuts flesh like butter and causes bleeding, but breaks easily as a result. So yeah, it's probably a decent weapon if only I had enough dexterity to use it. If you start as the freaking mercenary or whoever, then you probably can use it. That door does not open. We'll have to find another way around later. Oh, there's also an item on this tree. Anyway, yeah, the Uchi Katana has a lower durability than most weapons, which makes me wonder if it is actually possible to break that weapon unintentionally. East-West Shield. It sucks. Moving on. Yeah, I've decided I'm not going to read item descriptions that basically amount to, this is a sword. It's a pointy metal stick that can be used to hurt people. Because I feel like that's what's been causing the extremely bloated length of the last two videos, and I'd rather avoid making every video close to 2 hours. Oh yeah, as for the Master's Attire itself, a terribly worn shirt. I'd hesitate to even call that a shirt anymore. Men are fond of weaving tales to explain the raggedness of their garb. My sixth sense warned me of danger, and I danced between flurries of blades, unscathed. But alas, my clothes went to tatters. Then you weren't unscathed. You dummy? I guess your skin and actual vital organs and whatnot were fine, but that doesn't... whatever. Secondly, we have this ominous turn back message. Let's see what it was hoping to chase us away from. Meet the mutant giant, whatever the hell this is called, crystal lizard. Unlike the others, it does not escape, but rather fights back with ice and crystals and whatnot. Actually, I think it's just crystals. I don't think it's ice, but still. Okay. I think this thing's attacks are pretty simple. As scary as they may look, it's not... Okay. It's because I'm talking. Oh my god. Alright, yep. Can you tell I haven't played in forever? Oh my god, I suck. I've been hit by every single attack, I'm pretty sure. Is it about to... No, okay, it's gonna do crystal breath or whatever. Oh, nope. I hate, for the record, that the lock-on buttons and the center camera buttons are the same button. Or the fact that the center camera button even exists at all. Oh god. I also hate that. I'm gonna try using the club. It's the same. Okay. Oh, watch out for that. Tail swipe. So many times you're trying to lock onto something, but then you aren't freaking... Hell. You aren't aiming at exactly the right point that the game wants you to. So the game flips the camera the opposite direction, and now you can no longer see the enemy coming. It's the worst thing. Alright, I'm gonna focus now. Good. Oh, he staggered it a bit. Sorry, I know I said it was gonna focus. Fuck. Okay, when it does that chomp, it chomps to the side afterwards, every time. Alright, I think I have... Ooh. Frick. Okay, I'm gonna heal. No, stop it. What are you doing? Stop it. Okay, that was... Okay, this is interesting. I'm not quite sure what it was doing. For defeating it, you get a Titanite scale. Titanite altered by a soul. Reinforces soul-transposed weapons to +4. That's what they're called officially. I didn't actually know that. Weapons forged by soul transposition can only be reinforced by Titanite of the same kind. In rare cases, crystal lizards devour souls, growing to monstrous proportion and leaving these great scales. So that's what happened to that crystal lizard right there. It ate too many souls, and now it's a big hulking madness thing. On top of these standard weapons that are reinforced with Titanite shards, there are special soul-transposed weapons, as I now know they're called, that are reinforced with either Titanite scales or another material called Twinkling Titanite that we haven't seen quite yet. Those soul-transposed weapons can only be reinforced to +5 at maximum, while normal weapons with Titanite shard reinforced weapons can only be reinforced to +10. Hey, you're back!
Ooh, yet to give in, eh? Good. The Firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But what do you really know about these Lords of Cinder, these supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich, for one. A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring men. He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep, and they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance?
Aldrich is in the Cathedral of the Deep. That's good to know.
At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old path still runs below the tower in the Undead Settlement. It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep. You should see where it leads, if you've the stones for it.
I've got the stones for it. Let's go. By the tower in the Undead Settlement, he means this structure. Don't mind my decreased health. Those two big guys with saw blades are a little rough. It is the very same that we saw Sigvard of the Knights of Katarina being confused about this elevator. In fact, which elevator is... Okay, the one that goes up. We're actually going to go up first because we heard Sigvard being confused outside that window there. And if we look carefully, we can see that there's a wooden ledge to drop down to from the elevator. So let's do that. I took some fall damage, goddammit. Might as well drink right now. Hey, sir.
Oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift.
So, are we not going to talk about the big guy with the axe down there? No, he's fine? Okay.
On some days, I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. Now, think twice before you go down that road. I could try talking some sense into him. No, I think not. He's far too overheated. I've got to use my head and think.
Alright, you know what? I don't think this guy's gonna be in much trouble. I'll go fight him myself. I'll get the club out.
No! You should have waited! Well, it's too late now.
Frick.
I, Sigvard of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side!
So Sigvard actually joins you in this fight, and that's a good thing, because this guy is not easy. I was lying. Oh god, jumping. Okay. Oh god. I'm not really that familiar with this guy's moveset. I'm also not the greatest on health right now, so I hope this doesn't go badly. Fortunately, with a companion against us, or with us, not against us, what? It's a little bit easier since the demon can focus his attacks on Sigvard, allowing you to get some free hits in yourself. I like how I'm stammering and stuttering all the time just to get out that simple sentence that Sigvard distracts him for you so that it's easier to hit. With the two of you working together. I sounded like some freaking song in a children's cartoon about working together. Oh god. I don't trust this guy. He probably has big sweeps. Oh god. What? Okay, he just knocked us back. No damage dealt though. That's fine. Except for the fact that, you know, it's unavoidable. But it's fun. I didn't know you did that. Wow, that's cool. Good job, man. I thought I was dodging at the right time, and my character dodged right there, like 10 seconds later. That's input buffering. The game will buffer your inputs during an animation, and then it'll like make you dodge or attack right after it's over. So sometimes if you see me finish animation then dodge, that wasn't really me pressing the button. That was the game responding to my button press from 5 decades ago. For defeating him, we get a fire gem, and Sigvard takes a break.
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We Unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make.
Sigbro. I might be mispronouncing that. Sigbru? I'm not sure.
To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
You get the toast gesture. I like the idea that your character is learning all these gestures like they're completely left out of the loop of society, and as they see people do stuff, they copy it for themselves. You know, your character doesn't have much personality to them because it's an avatar for you, the player.
I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
Talk to him again. I'm just gonna skip through this. It's just a bunch of snoring noises. It's not worth listening to for longer than 5 seconds. You get the sleep gesture yourself. And now we are done. This area is weird. Because they make you fight a big freaking demon that's likely to take out all your Estus flasks right now, you might think that that's it. There's no other enemies. But you're wrong. There are actually a couple more enemies past this point that I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat with the health level I have right now. I don't think they drop anything special, so I might just run past them, if I can. Right here we have a homeward bone that allows you to go back there. That's a big building all the way over there. And yeah, there are some items at the end of this little stretch of gameplay, and I'm gonna grab them real quick. Large club. We actually got a reinforced club last time that I didn't take a look at. It apparently has nails, and it does deal bleed. That's interesting. It's worse than my current club, but that might only be because it hasn't been upgraded. Its attribute requirements, its scales. Okay, it requires 12 strength. Let's switch to this. Hang on, no. Let's switch there. Let's switch that. I should actually try this. This sounds good. It is less effective at guarding, which, if you didn't know, every weapon can be guarded if you put the weapon in your left hand. These are your right hand slots, these are your left hand slots. If you put a weapon in your left hand, all you can do is guard with it. You have to put it in your right hand to attack with it. Here we have the northern set. This is what the, warrior class starts with, so as a result, it has a very basic item description. Nobody cares about it. There's another item here. Pale Tug. That's disgusting. I don't know why we picked that up. Proof of a Red Orb invader's victory over a host of embers. Claiming tongues as trophies was originally the practice of an infamous troop of invaders, who offered them to their speechless goddess. Alright then, I'll just carry this around with me. Nothing weird to see here. We have to go into this building. Watch out for these cages. Some of them are alive. I think, yeah, that one there drops down. You go right underneath it, but we can avoid it by going to the side. That's red bug pellet. Those you can eat for fire damage absorption. It was prepared in the Cathedral of the Deep by evangelists who dole them out to the followers to ease their suffering when they burn. The evangelists are the ladies that go as they are casting spells at you. Oh no, there's 2 of them. I did not know there would be 2 of them. Okay, that's fine. This one takes 3 hits. This one... Don't throw any projectiles at me. Don't get any ideas. Alluring skulls. I have no plans on using those. Okay. We're all good there. Oh god. You okay? You know what? While you're stunned like this, I'm gonna quit my Pyromancy Flame and use Pyromancies on you. You know what I was just saying about how everything in the left hand guards? Well, not magic things. By using the Pyromancy Flame with the Fireball equipped, we can throw a Fireball. It is super fun. I love the Pyromancies. Alright, let's do this. I didn't really try the Pyromancies too much on my first playthrough because I never found Cornix for like half the game. So I ended up using normal magic spells instead. But on my second playthrough, I discovered my frigging love for pyromancies. They are so much fun. It's just something to do with the fact that you're throwing fire at people. I love it. Another guy with a tree head and a chest here. Oh, human pine resin. That's great. I'm glad. Human pine resin applies dark to right-hand weapon, normally used in the Undead Settlement for burials, but can mature into this state, becoming a valuable substance, used in a certain ceremony. Not with no further details given. Alright, allow me to take care of this group. Oh my god. Alright, that's them dead. With, my health as low as it's ever gonna be, I guess I might as well use this Sieg Brew, a special brew of Siegfried of Katarina. Restores HP and temporarily boosts frost resistance, specifically. Leave it to Siegfried to discover a drink that even an undead can enjoy. Perhaps his long years spent undead have left him wanting to drain a cup or two and revel as if he were still among the living. Let's have that. Oh, it doesn't restore that much. That's actually a good thing I used it, because it doesn't restore that much. I also have boosted frost resistance. Here is the real challenge. These two evangelists. I've usually, in my first 2 playthroughs, I've always come back to them later, but I don't think they drop anything special, so to be completely honest with you, I'm gonna run past them. Fuck no! That didn't go so well. Running past these guys. Do not care about them. I think the lift is all set for me to go up. These guys will follow you all the way into here, so I think it's best to set the lift to go up every time so you can easily avoid them. Okay, they lagged behind this time, Jesus. Thankfully for us, the big demon is our first permanent kill enemy, where even if you die and respawn, or reload, or reset at a bonfire, or whatever you do, he does not come back. Shoot. Okay, heal. Here right now? Yes, yes, waste time barking. Do that. I don't have as much health because I'm not embered anymore. Thanks, camera, for showing me the rafters that hold this place up. Very important, I know. I want these. Are you kidding me? Cage guys woke up again. I had to deal with them. Now it's time to deal with you guys. I'm gonna catch one of their attention. Okay, I think they do aggro together. Okay, you are launching projectile. I'll just run from it. Maybe one of you will come down, and you'll be too busy casting ranged stuff to care that much. Oh my god. Okay, I know that like every other hit you get staggered. Oh my god. Game, I would appreciate it if you did stop showing me the supports of this room. Another spiked mace. That was bleed there inflicting. Bleed deals a huge chunk of damage to whatever's being inflicted by it if the meter builds up. The meter of status effect buildup is invisible to you when it comes to enemies. So like, I'm inflicting bleed on this enemy right now, but I can't see the meter. So I actually don't know when it's gonna go off. However, it will go off eventually. Okay, you're just throwing a projectile. Dodge through, and there we go. And with her dead, we are now completely clear of enemies in this area. This area is kind of weird. I feel mixed on it. For one thing, it's a cool side area of the Undead Settlement, but for another, it takes so long to get to. It's really annoying to get to. Because you have to run past those two big guys with the saw blades every time. And then there's a ton of enemies right after, decently powerful ones too, right after the big demon beast that's likely going to hit you a lot for a lot of damage on your first playthrough. It's not my favorite area at all, and there's no quick way of getting here either. There's no shortcut to open up or anything. But your reward for coming all this way is Flynn's Ring. Lowering equip load increases attack power. Flynn fought with the wind on his side and was a hero among the weak and poor. Yet even his admirers knew that it was little more than an idyllic fable. Your equip load has to be quite low for this to actually give you a stronger weapon. I think it needs to be under 30% at least. Keeping your vigor under 30% is quite difficult. So yeah, it's worse than it sounds. That being said, we're not quite done yet. There's this side path that, fun fact, I never found on my first playthrough. I found it on my second playthrough, though, so I'm going to show it off right now. It doesn't contain much. We should hopefully survive this, even if we do fall all the way down. There we go. Okay. Boom. It's good to know that fall damage is percentage-based. It's based on your percentage of maximum health, so it's not like... if you have extremely low health, you'll still take the same amount of damage from the same distance falls. Chloranthy Ring, as well as the Mirror Set. worn by Mira Knights, whoever they are. Raises stamina recovery speed, so it's kind of like the green blossoms, but in the form of a ring. I might switch one of my rings for it right now, because this is not helping me. The blue tearstone ring, I seriously doubt it's helping me that much. It is a 20% buff to your absorption, if your health is below 20%, so it's not terrible. It's not like if you're literally at one hit, you have increased defense. Oh, oops, you're still dead. Sorry. My bad. I believe that is now everything in the Undead Settlement. So let's go on to where we're actually supposed to go. But first, I'll take 1 point in endurance, dexterity, and intelligence. Giant's putting in some work right now. I don't know who exactly he's shooting at. Goodbye! Over on this side, you can see the base of the tower and the path that it goes down, looking straight out of a freaking 2001 PC game, but it's okay because it's a distant landscape and we're not actually there yet. That general area is where we are headed. So now this time, we send the elevator going up. And then we ride this one down instead. And then I'll send it back up, just for ease of doing the same in the future. I love how empty this room is. What were these rooms even used for? What was this room over here even used for? It couldn't possibly be a battle arena. Right next to this ember is this freaking night dog thing. I don't know what to call it, but he's a dude and he's got a sword. So watch out. This could be considered the true boss of the Undead Settlement, as it is very similar to Vort. Even with the same freaking, like, armor and coldness and fast attacks and stuff. And he's blocking the way to our next required area. Okay. This guy is really rough. Okay. Don't. Stop it. Don't leap at me. I swear to fucking God. You dare leap at me. Fucking stop, please. For the love of God, stop leaping at me. Stop it. Can you let me get one heal off? My God, man. This guy's rough. If you're not quite used to dodging yet or even blocking yet, this guy... Oh, man. He's a doozy. What does a doozy even mean? Does it mean an easy thing? Because that's definitely does not apply to this guy. So this guy is an Outrider Knight of the Boreal Valley, just as Vort was. Freaking... Oh, God. I'd appreciate it if your attacks didn't come within a fraction of a second, sir. Okay, that's a poke. We can heal. Let's try the sword. The heal animation is just too long. Alright, right after he's done attacking. And then he isn't done attacking. What the fuck? Holy shit. God. Can't ever attack him twice. Freaking... Okay, he's stuck. And then he's not. And my camera disengaged lock on for some reason. Perfect. What you gonna do? That. Holy! This might be a controversial take. I don't like that guy. I think he's too crazy. I think he's too over the top and crazy with attacks. He's not quite at Elden Ring levels, but he's close. And he's a required fight. But your reward is the Irithyll Straight Sword. Straight Sword bestowed upon the Outrider Knights of the Boreal Valley. This weapon is enshrouded in frost and causes frostbite. Every Outrider Knight one day devolves into a beast, constantly hounded by Pontiff Sullivan's black eyes. Am I crazy, or is this one of the best swords in the entire game? This thing kicks ass. It carried me through the whole game on my first playthrough. And you better believe I'm gonna be using it. Are you kidding me? This thing is amazing. It does a lot of damage, a lot more than the starting long swords or whatever starting weapon you may have, and it inflicts frost buildup, which, similarly to bleed, takes out a chunk of the enemy's health, albeit not as much as bleed does. Even still, though, the damage piles up, and it is super strong. It is freaking amazing. So, excuse me while I use it for most of the rest of the game. I hope you're okay with that. Anyway, welcome to the Road of Sacrifices. This is a fairly short area, and we're not going to spend too long here, which is why I wanted to go and do all that other stuff first. Our first enemies here are these weird guys. They've got a lot of health, but they are no match for the frostbite that this weapon inflicts, and they spend a lot of time transforming into this malformed gargoyle dragon creature thing, rather than actually attacking you. When they do get to attacking you, though, they're a bit powerful. Shriving Stones. These reverse weapon infusions. I also didn't see the fire weapons. Used in infusion to create fire weapons. Fire weapons inflict fire damage, but lose scaling effects. It's worth noting that scaling effects are the plus number after the damage there. 110 plus 24. The plus 24 is the scaling damage. And the 110 before that is just the normal standard damage. I'm going to swap these because the Irithyll Straight Sword is now my primary weapon. I'll do the same for these as well. Anyway, Shriving Stones can be used to remove weapon infusions. If you change your mind and you decide you want to infuse it with something else, a Shriving Stone is used for that. Here, this is the Soul of an Unknown Traveler. This is an oddly quiet area, but it's only really quiet at the start. Okay, we got these guys. I think we should be able to take them on relatively easily. Let's go in. Especially with the freaking frost. Oh god. Alright, what do y'all do again? That. Okay, that's not that great. This guy's got a big magic staff and was spraying fire at me just now. Now he's spraying poison. And now he gets backstabbed. Hi. Oh, where did you come from? Alright. Oh, no. Nope. Not doing that. I said I'm not doing that. Respect my opinions of what I am and am not doing. If I say that I'm not doing it, that's when you stop attacking. What the hell? Okay, someone let out a screech and must have called this one. Hey, usually these guys don't really attack you this aggressively. Oh my god. I can never hit you. You're always attacking. What the fuck? I can never hit you. Oh my god, how do you freaking attack these guys? You don't. You just say fuck it and give up, I guess. That's... Yep. Okay. He never stopped attacking. Where was I supposed to hit him? Okay, let's take a different approach. We can go out there and kill those guys, or we can take this path, which has you... Only 3 hits from this thing kills them. That is amazing. It does require higher than average attributes, although... actually, is that higher than average? I don't know what average would be. I just say higher than average, meaning 10. Because, you know, as a deprived, I started with 10. So, 10 in every stat. So I think I can sneak by these guys and go for this big guy over here that alerts all the others. I'm gonna take care of him first, because I think, yeah, he's the one that sounds the alarm. That guy's looking at me, but he doesn't seem that aggressive quite yet, so I think we're good with him. For now. Head this way, get out our torch. It's a little dark. This game is called Dark Souls, though. Got a little bridge. As well as a few forks in the road to go down, such as here, which has an NPC, as well as a brigand axe. You are a person. There's not much lore behind these NPC characters. They're just kind of there, and you fight them. All right, you have a pretty big cleaver, though. And you scraped your nails against it, and that hurts my... gives me chills in real life just to think about. That's right, you really like attacking, don't you? As you know, warriors would like attacking people. It's kind of what they do. All right. No. There we go. NPCs can also dodge roll away from you as you can. Butcher knife, that's what it's called. Not cleaver, but close enough. And they do have invincibility frames when dodging, same as you. Butcher's knife with an oddly large blade wielded by the mad woman haunting the road of sacrifices. Yeah, that's all she is. That's her lore. She's a mad woman haunting the road of sacrifices. The woman required a taste for human flesh, of which she took glee in partaking. Sharpening the blade increases HP restored with each successful hit. Oh, squarely landed hits restore HP. That's interesting. Okay. And so you can increase that with the skill. Brigand set. This is what the mercenary starts with. We're now starting to get all sorts of armor, and I think I might change mine out shortly, because we have all sorts of armor sets now. We have Brigand Twin Daggers. Yep, that's the, sure, I can't remember what the class names are called. I think it's Mercenary, though. The Dexterity one. Alright, this is the, Mira set. I actually quite like it, and it gives me decent physical protection as well. It gives me, like, 17. That's pretty good. That number... physical absorption, as seen in the status screen way to the right over there, that is a percentage, and it is the percentage of incoming damage that is blocked, thanks to armor. It's not that much. I don't think the absorption could go that much beyond, like, 50%, but... So you'll still be taking a lot of damage from things, no matter how much armor you have on. As it is the... Oh, there's an item back there I never got. I might have to go back and get that real quick, especially since the other two are dead, so we should have more time to, yeah, okay, real quick. Yep. Hit you. There we go. The strongest armor tends to also be the heaviest, which is, you know, a trade-off for high protection is, you know, you can't move as well. You can't dodge as well. If you're gonna be a tank, you may as well sit there and take it, because you're not going anywhere. Okay, this part. Oh, shoot. I think I want to run past these guys and focus down this guy first, the magic dude. I'm not sure if that's the best idea or not. We'll see. Oh, God. Get your poison out of here. Pick up this ember before it's too late. Oh, nope. You could also ignore these guys, to be honest. Oh, God. Oh, my God, they never stop attacking. I am just kind of panic dodging, and that's usually never the best idea. That usually gets you into more trouble than not. But also, what the hell are these guys doing? That's my question to you. What the hell are these guys even doing? Can you tell when they're attacking you or not? Because I can't. Oh my God. And they're fast too. Fortunately, I think only this one came over. Okay, rest. There we go. They take very short breaks in between their flurries of attacks, and that's when you want to get an attack yourself. This guy's got a big scythe. Oh my God, and he has it delayed, and he knocked me down, so I couldn't attack him. I just fell to the same attack twice. Yes, okay. He got staggered by all 3 hits. Thank freaking goodness. We have 1 guy left. I'm gonna drink this Estus, because it will not fully heal me. There's more guys off to the side. Oh my God. Yes! Okay, before you can do anything, before you can get your stupid wings. If you had a rough time with these guys, don't worry, because as of right now, they never show up again. So let's go rest at this friggin' bonfire. I'm actually not gonna rest at it quite yet. I don't want them to respawn. There are some things up there I'd still like to get. In the meantime, though, back to you two. Was that code for, here's a covenant?
Oh, hello. How do you do? I'm Anri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and traveling companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We're well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the Cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
And that confirms it. Aldrich, our first Lord of Cinder, is in the cathedral.
Oh, yes, Horace. He's not very talkative, but don't think ill of him. He is an upstanding, kind-hearted knight, a fine partner for this grueling journey. Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago.
I'm sure he is. I can understand those not very talkative types.
The next time we cross, may the...
Yep. Alright, so he just continues to say that. We can go on further, but for now, there are some things back here that I want to get before I forget them. Think just off the bridge back up here, yes. You can drop down there for some more items. There are, however, dogs down there, so I'm gonna get my club out. Oh, okay, I need to be careful where I drop down. I think there should suffice. Oh god, I'm gonna be careful about this because I do not want to respawn those guys on the bridge. Hopefully I can deal with them even without this. Okay, you drop down here. Simple enough. Took a bit of fall damage, unfortunately. It had to be done. Okay, we have a dog in there. Hope I can... Did one of the other dogs see me? No, that's just one of their idle noises. Lock onto him, my god game! I'm looking right at him! That was interesting. What? Okay. Oh, you're... Wait. Oh, never mind. I was about to say, you're, like, diseased. And you are diseased, but you're also just as fast and athletic as all the other dogs. So, there you go. I don't think athletic's the right word. Morn's Ring. A malformed ring given to Knights of Karim. Boosts miracles. So Karim is kind of where miracles originate, or so I can tell. Morn served the goddess Kython, later became an apostle of the Archbishop. They labored together to provide comfort to the suffering. I don't use miracles yet, so I'm not going to put it on. Braille Divine Tome of Karim. Someone actually thought to write a Divine Tome in Braille. That is very surprising. You wouldn't think that society in the Middle Ages was that inclusive, but I guess it was. A sacred Braille tome from Karim filled with advanced miracles. Give to a storyteller to learn advanced Karim miracles. In the Way of White, there's a tradition, placing great faith in the words of the blind, and Braille tomes are not unusual. Oh, that's why. Well, that explains it. I believe that is... No, that is not all. Be careful, be careful. Don't get too close to the... Shh, okay. Get the frosty sword back out. Hope there isn't more than one. You have red eyes, please. What? You attacked like immediately. What's wrong with you? Okay. That guy attacked immediately. He's a little more powerful than the others. Alright, well, that's actually an alternate way of doing that. I'm pretty sure if you're having trouble with those guys, you could probably just run past them and go all the way back down here. Hey, they're gone. I didn't know, I didn't even, like, rest at a bonfire or load anything. I just left, and they left. That's kind of cool. Alright, gonna rest because I am sorely in need of Estus Flasks. And now, down we go into the Crucifixion Woods. I have to say that opening part of the Road of Sacrifices doesn't look that great. It's very dark, but from now on, I think it's pretty good looking. So, our main enemies here are these undead... Game, stop that. Wielding spears. Be careful of their spears, as they can cause quite a lot of damage. They can run at you like this and stab you for quite a lot of damage. They do only die in 3 hits, though, especially with this thing. I can switch to the club briefly. Okay, and then we have a big swamp area. I really like this place. It's pretty, it's open, and you can go all sorts of places within it. Okay, you know what? Be careful, or don't be careful, or do be careful. I don't know, my words are not great. Watch out for what the guy behind is doing whenever you're fighting two at once like this. Oh god. And you did not turn effectively. I'm sorry to say. Game, please. I'm in the middle of combat here. So the club is objectively worse in every single way, so I switch back to the Irithyll Straightsword. And this is going to be a running theme for the rest of the playthrough, I'm pretty sure. There are some things that the Irithyll Straightsword is worse at than other weapons, but for the most part, this weapon is so insanely powerful that it is almost always going to be the best choice for everything. I'm not even kidding. It's that freaking powerful. I did not want to alert this dog, but I guess that's what happened. Something good to know for dogs is your roll attack. Right after dodge rolling, let's see if I could do it on this guy, you have a little special attack that you can do right after dodge rolling. So, bam, bam, there we go. You press the attack button as you're rolling. That is very helpful against dogs, in my experience. Okay, there is also that kind of natural staircase that goes down there and has an item on there. So before we continue out into this swampy area, drop down. I hope this doesn't incur fall damage. That would be ridiculous if this does. Soul of an unknown traveler. And he shall remain unknown for the rest of existence. Here we got two new enemies. We have those guys, those little bug mushroom looking things. They spit poison gas at you, and I think they also have a very weak close-range melee attack. Other than that, though, they lag your game, and that's about it. And then, this guy. The theme of this area is enemies with very fast combo chains, and this guy is one of them. So I'm gonna get a sneak attack. There we go. That's a lot of damage. I'm out of stamina. Yep, look at that. I think he's done now. Yep. This guy's pretty simple. I'd say he's easier than the gray, feathery dudes up there, but definitely not a pushover, so be careful. Alrighty. We have many ways we can go here. We can go through there, but I think I'm actually going to save that for later. For now, let's head out into the watery area. We got a crab. Believe it or not, this is an enemy. You can kill it, and it can probably kill you if you let it. So, just don't do that, though. However, they're not the only crabs out here, as you can see. They're joined by the infamous giant enemy crab. Where does the giant enemy crab joke come from? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, the giant enemy crab attacks you with both of its claws, and while you're in front of it, it can do these quick swipes. Oh, damn it. Whenever it's standing like that, it's about to do a big grab attack and take out a lot of health. So, it takes precise timing, so you better get used to it. Alright, it'll blow bubble breath. If you get caught by that, you'll be slowed down temporarily. Oh god. They're also pretty weak to frost, which, I mean, in an area as tropical as this place seems to be, it's no surprise. Alright, I'll heal instead of attacking, which could have been the better choice there. Now, I've decided I'm not that good at describing enemy attacks in this game. There we go. Okay, that's the timing. So instead, I think I'm just gonna fight, and from now on, I'm just gonna start fighting enemies and let their attacks speak for themselves. What? Are you okay, sir? He had to rethink his life choices there a little bit. Great Swamp Ring. It's the crab that drops it. I thought it was an item that you picked up. Oh, okay. I guess that enemy drops, sometimes they're sent directly into your inventory and sometimes they're on the floor. Great Swamp Ring is actually good for us, as it boosts pyromancies. It's said to be chiseled from the bone of a flame salamander by blighted pyromancers living in the Great Swamp. It is believed that salamanders are the descendants of demons, born of the Chaos Flame, from which pyromancy is also said to have originated. The Chaos Flame. Sure. Whatever you guys are into. I'll put that on instead of the life ring. I've decided that the maximum health boost, although it is percentage-based, as helpful as it was, I think we're gonna put it away. I think I'm going to put it away for now. I don't know. Here's a freaking armor set and a thing. I can't talk well. I'm sorry. Great Swamp Pyromancy Tome. From the Great Swamp containing advanced pyromancies. Give to the old master pyromancer to learn advanced pyromancies of the Great Swamp. Spells of the Great Swamp are passed down from master to pupil. Without a master, there is no pupil. But without a pupil, there is also no master. That is how relationships tend to work. Without one thing, there isn't another thing. We also got the, Conjurator set? Yeah, the Conjurator set looks pretty cool. And I might wear it eventually. But we're gonna keep going with this Mirror Knight set for now. This is very deep water that slows your rolls down, no matter what equipment load you're at. So no, I'm not overweight, I'm not rolling slowly right now, that's just how it is. 4 green blossoms right there. We also have, oh god, okay. I'll fight the other crab, I guess. Usually, I find attacking like that hasn't really worked out that well for me, because they really do like attacking right after their first little crush. That they nearly always do as they walk up to you. Oh god. You. Okay. Mini Crab is attacking me. Mini Crab is trying to protect its parent, but Mini Crab isn't doing a great job of that. What? You just killed your son! You just killed your son! What the hell? I didn't even know they could do that. Also, look at this guy, face down in the water. You dropped a Titanite shard. Please go away. Those mini crabs are annoying, not because they're tough enemies, because they're not. They're incredibly easy, but because the lock-on loves targeting them instead of the giant crab walking towards you. Grass Crest Shield. I'm guessing its description says that it has a grass crest. Oh, slightly speed stamina recovery. Okay, that's a little more interesting than I thought. Alright, so over here we have a bit of land. But there are, in the very far distance, there's some NPCs to battle, and I'm not interested in doing that right now. So instead, I'll take this Fallen Knight set and move on with my life. Over here is a set of ruins. I think before I go inside, I want to go this way. Because up here is a big landmass with all sorts of dudes on it. There's all sorts of spear zombies. They're never called zombies. Spear undead. There we go. That's the proper term. I could imagine that there's, oh god, there's a Dark Souls fan out there that's like, they're not zombies, they're undead. But yeah, I know, so different, right? Alright. I mean, there is a difference between the undead, which we are one of, that come back to life, and the hollows that have, like, lost all their purpose and are just mindless killing machines. Or mindless attacking machines. I don't think they necessarily kill everyone and everything, because they certainly don't kill each other, but still. Twin Dragon Great Shield. I think this is a 100% physical guard shield and also has weapon skill. Yes, no, it doesn't. It has shield bash. Okay. Largest type of shield and offer both high stability and damage absorption. Oh yes, something to know about shields. The stability stat at the bottom there, at guard absorption. When you block an attack, your stamina takes a hit. If you run out of stamina while guarding, then your shield is blown aside and you are temporarily stunned, which is not ideal. We've seen the same thing happen to a few enemies, where if you hit their shield enough, eventually their shield gets knocked aside and they're stunned for a little bit. I think you can, like, riposte go in for a critical hit after this happens? I'm not sure. They're spewing poison gas. Gonna stay out of that. Poison is a status effect. If we get it, it will slowly lower our health. Very, very slowly, I might add. It's not a fast health drain whatsoever. It's extremely slow. I think it might have been nerfed from... I was trying to backstab you, but it didn't work. It's okay, though. I think it's quite a nerf from previous Dark Souls games. I remember Dark Souls 1 poison being quite a bit more powerful than this game's is. Okay, somewhere around here. Around where the dog is. We want to go back to where the dog was. Because right here is a hill, and going up to the right reveals a bonfire. It's quite hidden amongst the trees, so I actually like this one, even though it is pretty close to the one up by the halfway fortress, as it's called, where Henri and Horace were. Okay, so this set of ruins is where I want to go. We have an item down there. We also have an item up here, just a soul of an unknown traveler. I think I'll go down here first, green blossoms. Now that I've lit the bonfire, I will respawn there. There is nothing in this clearing aside from maybe the giant crab over there. But what I want to do first is come into here, as there is a crucified guy. Oh god. There we go, he's done. Generally, when an enemy is doing a lot of attacks in a row, the best thing to do is to just patiently wait for them to be done, and then you can usually get a hit in afterwards. Keyword is usually. Oh god. No! I saw that was a grab attack. It's okay, it didn't kill me. Gonna drink right now. Use up the last of it. These guys don't have very high poise, from what I can tell. Okay. Whoa. Oh my god. You know, for dudes that have been crucified or something, they are very strong. And I'm not even the one who imprisoned them. So I don't know what they're mad at me for. Sage Ring. We're getting all sorts of rings and stuff. Shortened spell casting time. Ring given to Farron's Undead Legion by one of the Preacher Twins, known more commonly as the Crystal Sages. Sorcerers of Farron's Abyss Watchers were known to be lonesome warriors who would only rely upon more pragmatic spells. Sure. This guy's reaching his arm up in the air, and he has another armor set. Wait, there's a hood, and then the robe has a hood as well. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure that's what the Sorcerer class starts with. I guessed that because it's called Sorcerer Robe. Okay, so Dark Souls 3's level design is quite a bit more linear than previous games. Dark Souls 1 had an almost Metroidvania-like level design, where there were all these areas that connected to each other. And it was pretty cool. A lot of players loved it, and myself included, actually. It was pretty cool. From what little I played of Dark Souls, I thought the level design was good, even if I wasn't that big a fan of the game overall. More on that later. Dark Souls 2 kinda did non-linearity in a different way, where there was the hub called Majula, not Firelink Shrine, and then branching off from that hub was like a bunch of branches that led to all these different areas. Bloodborne did a similar thing, although with the Cathedral Ward, and you didn't actually start in the Cathedral Ward like you started in Majula in Dark Souls 2. You started in Central Yarnamana to make your way to the Cathedral Ward, but from the Cathedral Ward, the game branched out to all these other paths with all these other things, with all these other areas like Old Yarnam, Hemwick, Charnel Lane, which then led into Castle Canehurst, and also the Forbidden Woods. Oh god, I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot. Now I backstab. Sure, whatever. The dog, interestingly enough, didn't see me. That's cool. Anyway, you get the idea. The other games had kind of more like non-linear worlds that branched out from a central point. Dark Souls 3 isn't really like that. It's a lot more linear, because as you can tell, we've been going from High Wall of Lothric down to Undead Settlement, down even further into where we are now, Road of Sacrifices. And that's basically how it is. There is the occasional fork in the road, however. Here's an Estus shard, come get it. There is the occasional fork in the road, however, and the Road of Sacrifices here presents to us our first fork. We see that we can go in that general direction, but there's also these ruins over here that have their own path. That dude is looking at me. That's pretty creepy. I'm going to pick this item up, Ember. That's cool. And then I'm going to leave. Okay, he's getting up. That's okay, because as long as he doesn't aggro the other guy, we should be good. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. We're good. There we go. There are also some other open-endedness things where, for example, Cursor Otter Greatwood, which we fought last time, that boss is optional, and we could have always saved him for later. He'll never see me coming. Yeah, it's not like he's looking straight at me or anything. He'll never see me coming. Actually, to be honest, he might have been on peaceful terms, and I've angered him now. So that's not great. Can fire hurt you? I'm just curious. It probably can. Yes, it can. Even though fire might sustain life, it also harms life. Which, you know, makes sense. Fire gives us warmth, which allows us to survive in colder conditions, but it will also burn us. Anyway, I'm not completely sure what the developer intended path is from here, but that's probably because there is none. It's up to the player. And for me personally, I'm going to go into these ruins first. So let's get started. Like going up these stairs. Okay, so, I believe there's a bunch of hollows in here, which a little bit more, into hollows actually first. This guy up here has a big hat, and you know what people with big hats do? Cast spells. Oh my god, that's much bigger than I remember it being. I fell. I'm fine. Drink. Okay, that guy's casting Soul Spear up there. That's a big magic projectile, and I'm currently wielding a torch, not my pyromancy flame. So use that to get past this guy's weak wooden shields. Just because he's got a spear and he's annoying, so therefore I am going to be cheap to him. That's just how I roll. Do note that every time I'm throwing a fireball, I am using some FP. Are you did you seriously drink Estus? Oh my god. I can tell I'm not going to be playing on my best in these videos. Dodge out of the way of that. Oh my god, he's got more Estus. Alright, drank the Ashen Estus Flask. We're now out of FP. For some reason, Magic Guy can't reach me with his Soul Spears, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. Oh, hey. Okay, well that was an interesting way to tackle that combat encounter, but it worked out. And I got a flask from it, so hey, I can't complain. I think for doing that, we see a tease of an item. Oh no. Okay, we actually get the item. It is Ring of Sacrifice. That's good. Those are the rings that, break instead of you losing your souls if you die. Warrior's Slumber ahead. Cool. Which way? This way? Or that way? Hard to tell. Okay, there's also this. I also hear a crystal lizard, so we should be careful about that. There's also this ledge, which will take us close to those two NPCs. I think I'm just gonna grab whatever's here and then run away before they can attack us. Golden Falcon Shield. Golden Falcon was the emblem of an ancient band of sellswords, and even to this day, many mercenaries remain who look upon it as a token of good fortune. I hope I'm saying sellsword correctly. Somehow I feel like you don't pronounce the sword as much as you do with talking about the weapon. Alright, further into the ruins we go. How much is this torch actually helping visibility? I'm not sure. Here's the crystal lizard I was hearing. Let me hit it in the face, and actually I hit it in the back. Crystal Gem. Crystal weapons inflict magic damage and scale effectively with intelligence. Cool. I don't really have a need for that, but it's there. Okay, we got you. Nope. You used your stupid shield, because you suck. I hate you. Die. Okay, we got 2 ways to go. I think I'm gonna go this way first, as this is actually an entry point to these ruins. A little bit more about hollows, though. There's obviously a difference between the undead that we are and these hollows that just attack us at first sight. I did... What? That was rude of me. I did not even mean to kick you. That just happened. I'm sorry. Sorry, sir. Okay, this one was awakening them with the screams of warning. Oh, Jesus. That's a fast magic projectile. Okay, we get it. Okay, we get it. Okay. Attack this guy first. I did not reach. Oh my god. How am I not, like, dead? I've been playing like crap in here. How am I not dead? Alright, you with your annoying magic projectiles that thankfully deal like almost no damage. Die. Hollows are undead who have either died too many times or have lost their purpose, lost faith, or whatever, and have become mindless killing machines. That's what I wanted to say. Heretic's Staff. That is a staff. That is a staff to cast spells, which I actually don't have the sorcerer's staff yet. That's interesting. Sorcery is a logical academic discipline, and the power of sorceries depends heavily on the caster's intelligence. Steady Chant boosts the strength of sorceries for a very short period. Works while equipped in either hand. Cool. Back in Firelink Shrine to turn in my souls before I lose all of them. I'm gonna get a point in attunement, and endurance, not intunement. That'll increase my FP by a little bit. And also, there is a new face.
You're an unkindled, aren't you? I am Cirrus, of the Sunless Realms, former servant of the divinity. Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Fraternizing, by the way, if that's how you pronounce it, fraternizing, whatever, is making friends, basically.
I doubt we've much to gain from blessing of the...
Cool, okay. See ya. Before I continue, I would like to briefly mention that there is one NPC invasion in this area, and it is randomly out in the swamp. You can be invaded by Yellowfinger Hazel. In addition to that, I might actually use an Ember, because there is a very interesting summon sign somewhere around here. I think it's somewhere over here, I want to say. Oh god. Yellowfinger Hazel invades somewhere out in the watery area, so we don't have to worry about that. But I think somewhere back here... Aha! I have found it. It's a very purple summon sign. Violet purple summon sign. Once these two guys are dead. The game of trying to backstab there didn't work. This is a summon sign for Holy Knight Hodrick. Yes, the very same one who invaded us last time. It is a mad phantom, and what this means is they are able to attack you. Normally when someone invades as a red spirit, they are not able to be attacked by enemies. As a mad phantom, however, they are able to be attacked by enemies. That's pretty much the only difference, and they also, I don't think they have like a red glow around them or anything. This is one of the weird things of the Moundmaker's Covenant, is that when you place a summon sign while in the Covenant, you can be summoned as a Mad Phantom. Your goal, either whether you choose to invade them or be summoned as a part of the Covenant, is to kill the host. So you can make it so that the host willingly accepts them. I'm not gonna do that, but it's there. Anyway, into the ruins we go. So you can approach the ruins from this direction. I think if I kill you fast enough, yes. I really only have to worry about the big sorcerer guy here, as the others will be too downtrodden with the recent stock market crash to care that much. Yeah, they're all reminiscing over all their lost money by investing too much in the stock market. Yep, that's exactly what's going on there. I know Dark Souls lore. So if you heard my description of hollows from before, that they like die too many times and are worried that this game has like a limited life system where if you die too many times, you go hollow. No, you are able to die as many times as you want. However, I believe, and many other people believe, that going hollow is kind of a meta concept, where if you decide that this game is too hard and you give up on it, your character goes hollow. That's the idea. And I like that. A lot of NPCs in the first Dark Souls game say, like, don't you dare go hollow, or something along those lines. And it's basically like, don't give up. You got this. It just takes practice. Oh yes, you can also summon Egon of Karim? I forgot how he pronounces his name. Right here in this room with all these guys. I'm staying to the side here mainly because there is a sorcerer guy. Actually, not one sorcerer guy. There are two sorcerer guys. As well as a dude with a sword over there, but the dude with a sword seems very inaggressive, so I think I'm just gonna go fight these two. Hey! There is no feeling more satisfying than killing two enemies at once in this game. It is an amazing feeling. And you get all their souls, and it's awesome. This is just a drop-off back to the hallway from earlier that we came in from. Before we go down this path, though, we're not quite done yet. So let me find the way forward, which I can't remember precisely where it is. Got some bookshelves here, though. We have some dudes with sorcery, so the books are probably where they learned the sorceries from, if I had to guess. There's also a big freaking stick there. It almost looks like what those two guys in Cathedral Ward use against you in Bloodborne that inflicts frenzy. If you know what I'm talking about, the big crucifixion stick, or whatever. Back in this kind of semi-out-of-the-way corridor pathway thing, we can go up here. And there's a dude to talk to.
Well, this is unexpected. I don't often have visitors. What do you want? This is my study that you've happened upon. If you haven't any business, I've reading to get back to.
May I please learn sorceries? That's just what I imagined.
How intriguing. Very well. Indeed, I am a sorcerer, with plenty to share. However, what champion demands service without recompense?
Me!
Clearly, you are not that sort of woman.
No, I am.
So you will make me a promise that in exchange for my teaching, you will bring me knowledge in the form of scrolls detailing sorcery's secrets. Well, can you assure me of this?
Yeah.
Very well. You're no fool. I take it you understand the weight of a promise. I am Orbeck, of Vinheim, Unkindled One. I shall teach you sorceries. We will learn together. It shall be like our very own school.
Wait, you didn't finish reading? Oh, I thought this was a disc. He has it set up on freaking boxes. Also, does he not look like Severus Snape? Oh, wait, that's a chair he sits in. That's cool. That's cool details. Alright, so as for everything else that's up here, some boxes and barrels, and this item here. Oh god, don't fall past it. Blue Bug Pellet. Temporarily boosts magic damage absorption. I thought it was frost damage absorption. The Boreal Valley is infected with moon bugs, meaning ingredients are never far from hand for the Irithilian slaves who concoct this medicine. I actually got confused there because I said frost absorption, but frost is a status effect. Magic is a damage type. So magic has damage absorption, whereas frost will have, like, resistance is what it's called. Frost resistance. With that all done, that is everything I wanted to show from here, so let's go down this ominous path. With ominous wooden things off to the side that look like they have moons, that leads to an ominously open place. With an ominous individual forming their shape at the end. The Crystal Sage, our third boss, and what many consider to be on the easier end, except for me. I might be like the only person in the world, oh my god, who has had trouble with this boss, and I do not regret it. Or I do not feel bad about it, because I don't think this boss is that easy. They summon a bunch of magic projectiles, and you just gotta walk up and hit them and stay away from them yourself. They also dissolve into the ground and then reappear somewhere else, leaving crystals behind as they do. These crystals don't hurt you at all. I don't know why they appear. Okay, you're appearing over here. Let me just smack you. You do also have close-ranged, it does also have a close-ranged melee attack. Alright, where? Listen out for it. Here it is. What you casting? You can cast that, which those will, like, launch themselves after a random amount of time. That explodes in your face! Okay, I staggered you, thankfully. Let's heal now. Once its health is down to around half... It does not. Okay, that's... fine. Bye! Okay, maybe it will now. That was interesting. Yes, okay. Second phase begins, and they now summon clones of themselves. The clones all summon, oh god, magic with, like, blue coloring. Shit. Yep, that's my experience with this boss in a nutshell. The clones can be killed in one hit, and and then you must eventually make your way over to the real one who's firing all that purple magic. Don't feel like fighting? Don't worry. You're not obligated to. Just run past them. Oh god, these guys might still hit you with their magic attacks on the way, but it's fine. Go back through the fog, and we're back in business. So let me see, ooh, okay, that's a laser. That does a lot of damage. I also have less health now that I am no longer Ember. I'm gonna use the Earthil Straight Sword because I think, it can take damage to Frost. And now I'm gonna focus, if you don't mind. Oh my god, I hate these projectiles. No, let me interrupt you. There, I got your health to pretty much half. I'm gonna go hide behind something now as I watch for where all the dudes are gonna spawn. Ready? Oh, there. Okay. Takes you a while to realize you're in second phase, huh? Okay. This is when shit gets real. Kill. Kill you. No. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Keep track of the projectiles. And then go in for some hits. Shit. Oh god. Nope. Okay, the purple orb is no longer after me. As of today's date. She'll summon in more clones every single time. At least I think it's a she. I can't tell. Okay. Ooh. No. Whoa. Oh god. I hate this one. Oh no. Nope. Oh, one more hit. Hey! That went surprisingly well. Second try. Soul of a Crystal Sage. I'll take it. Ember Sword. So, that is our boss. That is our target boss for this video. However, before I go, I actually want to show one cool detail. So, as you can see, as you not only fight stuff, but also take damage yourself, your character gets all covered in dirt. I'm trying to show something off, and I think it's going to result in my death. Okay, maybe not. Whoa, whoa, what is that you just did? Holy crap. Okay. What I meant to say is that dodge rolling through water will actually wash you off. And you'll eventually look the same as normal. Although resting next to a bonfire will do the same. Kind of in the middle of a bunch of deaths, so I think I'll use a homeward bone to go back to the shrine. Alright, let's read up about this Soul of a Crystal Sage. The twin Crystal Sages once served as spiritual guides to the scholars of the Grand Archives, and one went on to ally with the Undead Legion. That was the one that we faced. I'll do Soul Transposition first. The Crystal Sage's soul can get you either Crystal Hail, a unique sorcery developed by extraordinary preacher twins known as the Crystal Sages. Cast a cascade of small crystal soul masses from above. In a pact said to have been formed long ago, one of the sages allied with the Undead Legion in order to train the sorcerers of Faerun. To use magic, I'm guessing. You can also use Crystal Sage's Rapier. Thrusting sword with tiny crystals scattered across its blade used by this Crystal Sages for self-defense. That's probably what she was hitting us with. Or it. I don't know. Crystals boost the magic damage inflicted by the sword and the item discovery of its wielder. That's odd. Just for that interesting effect, I think I might get that. I don't think I'm ever going to have enough intelligence to use this, however much it requires. It requires 18. I might get that far, maybe. And the Rapier requires a lot of stuff. It does also have its damage split between physical and magic, and usually when that happens, the damage might seem slightly less than it actually is because whatever you're attacking might be resistant to magic. Our Vigor is okay for now, so I'll do Strength, and I'll put 1 point in Faith. There we go. And I still have plenty of souls left if I ever decide to buy anything from this point onwards. Reinforced Estus Flask. There we go. We now have 6 uses of the Health Flask, which I might actually... Yeah, let's allot it into the Ashen Flask. Why not? Especially as I'm gonna be using Pyromancy's a bit. I'm also gonna go to Reinforced Weapon. I'm gonna upgrade the club to make it a little bit better than the starting club, because right now it's about the same strength, but I do want to make it a little bit better. Because I might actually use this a little more. We can do it again. Yeah, why not? As you can see, the Irithyll Straight Sword requires Twinkling Titanite to upgrade. And we do not have any of that. It can only be upgraded 5 times.
There are 2 ways to smith weapons. Simple reinforcement is one, and infusion the other. Reinforcement is straightforward. It strengthens a weapon without altering its property. Infusion is a more advanced form of smithing that infuses an element. Reinforcement requires titanite, and infusion requires gems. Bring the stones, and I'll do the smithing. It's my purpose, after all. In battle, your weapons are your only friends. Forge them well, and they won't let you down.
That's right, Irithyll Straight Sword. You're my only friend in this world. Got the hurrah gesture for that. Aha! Look who's back!
Well, hasn't it been some time? I'm Leonard, the Ringfinger. Remember me? I slipped you those red eyes some time ago. You're making quite an effort of it, so I thought you might like to know. If you yearn for a proper red-eye orb, one that is uncracked, then kill the Dark Wraith, survivor of the man swallowed by darkness. He has been a prisoner for many ages in the deepest cell in all Lothric. I can see it in your eyes. If you didn't invade, didn't pillage, whatever would you do?
He says that no matter what kind of character you are. Key to the room of the lift that descends to the deepest dungeon in Lothric. A surviving dark wraith from the land swallowed by darkness is said to be held there.
Oh, our champion of Ash. Welcome back. I would do anything for my master. Just say the word.
Do you mind if I say 4 words?
Then shall we?
I guess not. We are now able to draw 2 strength once again. I'll put this free point in vitality yet again because I doubt I'm going to be leveling it that much normally. And that is it. That is all we can do.
Heavens, she was already dead.
I'll leave him be for now. Hey Cornix, I've got a tome for you.
Ah, there I am.
Give Pyromancy Tome Great Swamp.
Yes, here we are. It's been long indeed. With this, I can teach you more sophisticated pyromancies. Splendid. I can boast I am your tutor a little longer.
The Great Swamp Pyromancy Tome unlocks Fire Orb, Bursting Fireball, which I misspelled in my notes as Burstin' Fireball, and I was really hoping that that's what it said. Poison Mist, and Profuse Sweat. No thanks. I have something else to give to someone else. To Irina of Karim.
Do you wish
Karim?
to hear a tale?
I'm not sure. Braille Divine Tome of Karim.
Oh, you've brought me a Braille Divine Tome. Now I can tell new tales of miracles. Tales of the greater miracles can be quite the epics. What fun we will have.
The Divine Tome of Karim unlocks Medheal, Tears of Denial, and Force, which creates a shockwave. This one here, Homeward, is pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure it's the same effect as the Homeward Bone, except it's a spell that you can cast. I'm gonna save my souls, though. I don't want to buy all those just yet. I reloaded the area real quick. You can do that by resting on a bonfire and selecting the area that you're already in. You can, in fact, do that. And now, Grey Rat has cheered up.
Ah, there you are. I was thinking. You know I'm a petty thief. Well, perhaps I'll go on the prowl. Everyone's dead or hollowed away anyway, right? So I might as well fetch some weapons or treasure for you. Well, what do you say?
Send him to pillage! Is that what you wanted me to say?
Thank you. You will not be disappointed. Grey Rat the Thief was once a well-known name. Until I ended up rotting in a cell.
Next time you reload the area, he will be gone. Now is your chance to buy a blood red musk clumps. You're gonna want these for the next area we're gonna be doing, so I'm going to take quite a few of them. I'll buy as many as I can. 6. There we go. These reduce bleed buildup. This is very, very helpful. Eventually, I'll also want to buy this longsword off of him, but we can wait until he comes back.
Goodbye. I will leave for some time. So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Yes, I will. Finally. Sitting over here is Orbeck. I might one-hand the sword so I don't look like I'm about to smack them in the face with it.
Oh, you're back then. Again. I'm Orbeck of Vinheim, here to teach you sorceries.
You could sound more excited about it.
Let us begin with the basics. The ideal sorcerer bears the twin faces of the dragon. Oh, you could at least act as if you're paying attention.
I like that. Orbeck has sorceries for sale, and I am eventually gonna plan on buying all of them. In fact, I am a little bit short on souls. Here, I'll buy this Farron Dart. I'm not gonna use it right away, but yeah. We have Soul Arrow, Great Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow, Great Heavy Soul Arrow, Farron Dart, which is a smaller projectile, Soul Great Sword, attack with a Great Sword formed from souls, which does sound pretty cool. There's also Farron Flash Sword, which is just normal sword, Reinforced Right Weapon with Magic, Reinforced Left Shield with Magic, Spook, which is what the Assassin's class starts with, and Oral Decoy, distract foes with a distant sound. The spells are very interesting, because there's a lot of them and they do a lot of different things. But for my playstyle, my personal playstyle, I'm going to go with mainly melee, with occasional dodging. So I'm probably not going to use anything more than, like, Heavy Soul Arrow. I'm sorry, but due to how the stats and RPG mechanics in this game works, it's not really that easy for me to show everything in the game, which is why I'm not going to show everything in the game.
I don't mean to seem overbearing. But have you forgotten? In exchange for my sin the form,
yes.
I hope.
I am not one to break a promise. It's worth noting, when you talk to him initially, in the Road of Sacrifices, he will only come to Firelink Shrine and agree to learn sorceries if you have an intelligence of 10 or higher. That's actually an advantage as to starting as a deprived, because your intelligence is already at 10. No need to worry about it. I'll use a soul item to give myself enough souls to buy at least Soul Arrow. There we go. And now I have 19 souls.
Come again.
Come again. Do you have any new dialogue before we wrap it up?
You haven't given up yet. Then you're a brasher less than I thought. You can make better use of this.
Ooh. Heavy gem.
I don't need it. Not now I've flown the coop. The Undead Legion of Farron is a caravan of undead, sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss. The Legion will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure. Joyous bunch, really. Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems. I pity the sorry souls.
Well, that's good info to keep in mind for later. On that note, next time on Dark Souls 3, we continue down the path past the Crystal Sages, towards our first Lord of Cinder? Maybe? thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.